Everybody, Samson here, bringing you back to the world of Ark Survival Evolved, modded. And so, as you can see before us, we have a new female trike, someone will be adding to the party here. And you may also notice on my hotbar, we have a couple new items. We were able to get a pike, we were able to get a crossbow, and we'll be going over some of that a little later. And today, I think we're going to get ourselves into some taming. Now, we'll see what happens. You may see in the description of the video what we end up getting. Besides this trike, who we already have down. I mean, as long as nothing goes bad, no problem at all. But we may look at getting a few other friends today as well. I think it's time that we stepped into some taming. I mean, that's what this game's all about. So I'll bring you guys back when she's up and show you some of what else has gone on since our last episode. Hello everybody, bringing you back again, and so let's take a look at what's new. So we have our smithy here, and our forge is actually missing now. We ended up destroying it, putting a bed down, because we are working on expanding our little home here. As you can see, it's kind of cramped. I mean, we made the one expansion, and I figured, you know what, all these little expansions aren't really going to help us. So we've started on expanding to a pretty decent size. So as you see, I've laid out some foundations. This is going to give us a fair bit more space, but I really don't feel like this is going to be sufficient. I kind of want to build something bigger. I was thinking of incorporating vaults, trying to do something awesome like that. And so that's what we started, and this makes us realize we really do need a mammoth. I mean, trying to do all this by hand is just a big pain in the butt. Now, as you can see, there's a mammoth right there. We may actually go for that one. I think it's over level 200. So, I mean, that's not bad. It's a good place to start for a mammoth. We are high enough level to get the mammoth saddle now. We're level 52 just from crafting all of that and taking the trike out and killing some things, using a little bit of crafting. We've actually been able to level pretty quickly. Now, you might be thinking I have the XP turned up really high on my single player, but I don't actually. This experience is turned up to, I think, 3 times. Let's see, that's just a white drop, and not too interesting. But let's take a look at this. So this is the gun design desk. It allows us to research things like crossbows, which we actually have, and so as you can see, this is the very first stage of the crossbow. 200 durability, 240 melee damage. Now that's like equivalent to like a mastercraft item. So I feel like this mod would be extremely overpowered if you were playing on just vanilla and wanted to add this mod in. It would be crazy overpowered. But with mods, and especially with not the server, but especially with the mods we're playing with, where dinos are level 1000 plus, it's not terribly overpowered. I mean, getting some of the end research items there, which would be really expensive. It'd take a lot of grinding to get those. They might be a little overpowered, but to put it into perspective, we have our researched trank arrows. Now, as you can see, they stacked to 200, and they're a lot lighter, which is really nice. But we had 50 of these and ended up crafting 2 more, so we used 28 trank arrows to take down that trike, who's actually just sitting right over there. She's level 646, I believe it was. Oh, Raptor Claws! Raptor Claws is here. So it's really cool. During the Winter Wonderland event, we have Raptor Claws, and he kind of flies around and ends up dropping packages. And this is one of the big reasons I really want to get a flyer today. So I haven't really seen any pteranodons along the beach. But we did see some when we went up that way. If we look at our map, we're on this little island here. If we go to our left, that little river between the next island over, that has pteranodons, and if we go to our right, that river going up there has has pteranodons as well. So I'm thinking today when we get to taming, that's something we definitely want to look at. One last item, I know I feel like I did a lot of off-camera work, guys, sorry for that, is we started with the buffed saddles. Now, as you can see, trike buff saddle increases trike's movement speed on land by 70%, decreases stamina cost while running by 50%, and makes the trike unable to pick up berries. I feel like whoever made this mod really likes trikes and felt that they were extremely underpowered for what they are. So, I mean, look at this. Now, I've pumped movement speed a fair bit on Bubba here, but we are cruising. I mean, this is really significant. I mean, I feel like we're running as fast as we would on like a Raptor or something like that, maybe even a little bit faster. So this is really nice. It makes it so that, early game we've tamed a trike, and this is a mount that we could keep around for a while. You could actually get, if we could get ourselves a really high level trike, I mean, being able to run around on them like this really changes the game. So we've got ourselves some items, we've leveled ourselves up. Our stats are looking a bit better, almost 300 health. Let's see. Weight's up to a bit as well, and melee damage is up to 195. So even with 100 and I think a 190% melee is what I had at the time, and a crossbow that has 240% melee, it still took me 28 of these trank arrows to take this guy down, and it's not even max level. So I feel like that's pretty good, this only being a trike. I mean, if you can normally knock out a trike with a slingshot, I don't feel like this mod's quite OP for what we're playing with. It just really makes this doable. Now let's see. We heard him. Oh, there he is, right there, guys. Check it out. It's Raptor claws, and that right there is a drop. Actually, let's see. How much longer do we have on our lady friend here? She's got quite a bit. I think she's eaten over 100 berries. I mean, it's even with the taming rates turned up. I'm telling you guys, this has taken a long time for her to tame. Well over 100 berries already in. But yeah, it'll be worth it. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to tame a level 1000. But we'll see. We're definitely going to be going for level 1000 stuff. Not today, maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we find. But that's going to be our goal. Because I would really like to show you guys some of the breeding in Ark. I know that when I was trying to learn breeding and how all that worked, I just never found anything on it. No one's videos really explained much. You can kind of read through on the wikis, but I'd like to really, just kind of foreshadowing here, kind of showing you what I'm looking at putting into some of my future videos, is we're going to look heavily into breeding and see if we can breed ourselves some like super dinos. I mean, already having like level 1000 something dinos, they're pretty super, but already pretty crazy. But we're looking at breeding stuff that would compared to what we have on the server, be really powerful. Sorry, that came out really mumbled here. But man, look at us move here on this trike. This is awesome. Now, what level is this Giganto? Oh, level 600 Giganto. That would be really nice. As you saw at the base, I guess I forgot to show you guys, we did end up getting that Giganto. So we got a level 300. It was around level 3. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it teamed out at about 452. Something along that line. So these drops are a little bit different in that when they end up hitting the ground, they don't have that really big, tall, bright beacon that the other ones do. They kind of just sit on the ground and glow. So, oh goodness, okay, come on, buddy. There we go. So these buffed saddles mod is what is giving us this crazy trike. Saddle, not too expensive, not too bad at all. It also, I mean, I think I read it, but it disables berry collection. So like right now I'm gonna mess with this Dillo. Oh my goodness. Well, send him into next week. So it disables berry collection. We can still collect wood, but if we're in a fight, we're not gonna collect a ton of berries and get ourselves all weighed down. So let's hope for something good. Oh, alright, well, we got some coal. You can use that for summoning, not taming, the Dodo Rex for like a limited time, so that's pretty cool. But not something I think we'll get to because it takes, I think the recent patch notes is 166 pieces of coal, and so you gotta think, that would mean we have to go and collect 160 something at minimum if it was perfect. 160 something of these drops, and they only spawn about 5 or so per night. um, of these drops. It's not every single, sorry, it's not just constant throughout the night. Raptor Claus shows up about midnight, so that's 2400 hours, and he disappears at 2 a.m. and drops somewhere around 5 gifts. So like right now we're able to get that one, but I don't know if we'll be able to get any more. Because right up here there is, oh my goodness, look, a whole lot of compies here. So even with 1000% melee damage on the strike, still can't quite one-shot these things. And these are just little compies, man. Like, we knock these things around. Get out here. I think compies could be crazy powerful with everything turned up. I mean, you get a few compies that are over level 1000. I mean, that would be awesome. Now, as you can see, they have pretty much zero knockback resistance. But, oh, 442, 442. So these ones are too? Let's see. Where'd they go? That's a, Oviraptor. Okay, 374. I was gonna say, if they're all the same level, that'd be some kind of weird glitch. Where's the last of these little suckers? Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a regular raptor. Is he not gonna come after me? That's weird. Oh, no, here he comes. And that's a Spino. See, that's what we're a little bit worried about. Oh my goodness, 918. That was quite the compy. So I really want to get a flyer because then we can, do a lot of these drops, and also, sorry, remind me, we're just looking some face here. We can do a lot of these drops, and also it's going to allow us to collect crystal and different ores. Now, normally like pteranodons, because that's what we'll be going for. Their carry weight is just garbage. It's just so small. But if we can get a high level one, it's probably gonna have, I don't know, 300 and something carry weight, which I mean that's something we can work with. We can move 100 crystal if we had to, or more, with if we had one of those birds with about 100 carry or 300 carry weight. But we'll see what happens. Let's go check on our little trike friend and see. There we go. It is 2 a.m. and there goes Raptor Claus. So I really want to do some drops for you guys. Do some of that on camera. Oh, oops, that's not where he's at. This is our old little camp, by the way, where we got murdered by those compy. We have another Giganto friend here. And this one I think is also around level 600 and something. Let's see, I don't want to... Oh, it's so hard. I don't want to get too close because then they'll aggro on us. But let's just take a little peek here. 680. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I mean, it took quite a while to tame the level 300, and so with these kind of passive tames where you have to just sit there and feed them and feed them and feed them forever, might want to wait for kibble for that one, but we'll see. See, there we go. Oh, sweet. Last feeding. So what should we name her? We have Bubba. Maybe she'll be Boo Boo. Who can do that? Come on, Boo Boo, wake up. So 646. Now we got the carry weight on Bubba already up to 1,000 pounds. There we go. Oh, thought we got this dossier already. That's cool. Alright, I think we're gonna go with Boo Boo. Alright, there she is, Boo Boo. 963. That's crazy, man. Okay, so 10,000 health to boot. 2,300 stamina. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. She can run forever. For 45,000 food, she's never gonna starve. 1,200 weight. 1,204 melee damage. Oh my goodness. I mean, I knew she'd be a fair bit better than Bubba, but she is just a monster. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can pull her out. Now, she's going to be really, really slow. Here, let's go in here. We have, oh, a little bit of a freeze. Come on now. There we go. We have a regular trike saddle, which is Bubba's extra saddle. I know I have a level. We'll grab that in a second. So let's come over here. All right, girl. So we had plenty of berries on her, and let's knock all this stuff out of the way. There we go. So we're gonna tell Boo Boo or Bubba follow Boo Boo. Watch this. Now that they sound similar, I'm gonna end up mixing up their names all the time. So here you go, guys. Here's a comparison. So this is regular trike running speed. I mean, nothing that great, but I mean, she has 2,300 stamina. That is just nuts. I mean, I'm never gonna need to pump stamina on her. I mean, if I have to run far enough for her to go through all 2,300 stamina, I've made a pretty good trip. I mean, you're gonna make stops, you're gonna, do whatever, have to go around obstacles, and you're gonna end up recharging stam. So I mean, I don't even know if I would run out. I mean, we're running this this distance on the beach. If you had a level 120 on a regular server, I mean, even then, you're not gonna get something with a fraction of this thing's stamina. The most stamina I've ever seen on a trike on a normal difficulty server was about, I think, 800, which is still pretty good. I mean, how much stamina does Bubba have? See, like 990. That's actually, you could maybe get that with the 120. So he actually kind of got ripped off in the stamina department. Let's unfollow her. So here's our mammoth friend, 272. That could be really nice. Now, I mean, this is just so convenient right here at the base. Not a problem. Let's just leave that for now. Let's take a look. So we ended up naming her Driftwood because we found her on the beach, and I think we're actually gonna take that kind of theme and name all our Gigantos that, because I mean, we're gonna get more Gigantos. This is just a little level 458. I mean, it sounds weird kind of saying that because 458, I mean, that's a big level. You can't even, there's no way you could even get that through breeding. Well, that was kind of weird. Hold on, let's check that again. Kind of like a slowdown when I was turning there. That's kind of funny. So, I mean, she's a monster, though. She's great. She already has 6,000 health, 734 melee, 470 weight. That's really high. That's a lot of weight. I mean, she's carrying me. I mean, I got all kinds of junk on me, like rocks and whatnot, and no problem at all. No problem at all. That's great. So let's take a look here. 295 health, 195 melee. We're gonna get our melee up to 200%. So that's pretty good. And also, as you see, guys, ended up finding these gloves. They're actually better than hide, which is nice. We got our researched hide boots, and we have a hide helmet. And then these are what we found in loot drop. So haven't done a lot as far as armor goes, but we're going to look at doing some taming today. So I would like to make some more of these researched trank arrows. So as you can see, they're a little more expensive. They take the research stone arrow, which is 4 wood, 2 flint, and 4 fiber. So quite a bit more expensive than regular vanilla arrows because they're supposed to be significantly better. And so with the research trank, it also takes 2 narcotic per arrow and 4 fiber. So I want to get, I don't know, at least 100, maybe 200 of these trank arrows, and see if we can't go knock ourselves out something pretty significant. So we're going to take a pause here, grind out some narcotics, grab some stuff to make these arrows up, and we'll be right back to get some taming done. Okay guys, we are back, and as you can see, I've made myself up a few of these trank arrows, and we have a couple good prospects ahead of us. So I took out Boo Boo. I'm going to leave her off follow. She got a level, haven't leveled her yet. I'm not really sure what I want to pump in her, but as you can see, we have an Argentavis right here. So we're still on the southern shore. We can actually just get these spawns now. So I'm kind of worried this thing's going to just destroy us. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, it's running away. Huh. Okay. And it's down. Okay, that was way easier than I thought. Oh my goodness, we almost killed it. Alright, we have ourselves an RG. So let's look at getting some meat for this guy. Really nice to get some prime meat. So let's grab Boo Boo here. She's built pretty decent. What? I don't know what level this thing is, but bam! Uh, unworthy. This thing was not worthy. Nope. Sorry. So if you didn't know, that's how I test my birds. If they're worthy, they'll survive that. If not, they go down like a sack of bricks. So let's take out the stego here for some prime meat. I don't know what level this thing is, but should be able to take it pretty easily with Boo Boo here. There we go. 277. Let's see, one prime. Oh, that's it? One prime meat? Man, I feel like we got ripped off on that one. Let's see. Well, I guess our RG is only like level 200 something, so it's not super amazing RG. We can just stick on some regular meat and see what happens. So, as you saw, that RG actually started to run away. I saw in the patch notes that just dropped. They actually added that. We're actually gonna stick all that meat on her or him. Is it a her or him? It's a male. So we just so they actually released that animal AI has been updated so that it's going to make them run away if they're stuck, if they've taken too much damage, or if their torpor is too low, is what they said. So I think they mean if it's almost knocked out, it's going to end up running away. So we actually got a level from killing that stego and probably crafting all this extra narcotic. I had to make up quite a bit more narcotic. Used almost all of it to make these arrows because it's 2 per. So I mean, we used I think 300 or 400. Not quite 400, but 300 and something to make up those extra arrows. So what should we pump on our character? I've been pumping a little bit more into fortitude because, you know what, we're just going to put that last level into health. There we go. So we're over 300 health. That's nice. I've been pumping up fortitude because we are going to want to look at going to the Arctic. I really would like to get some dire wolves because, I mean, they're awesome as it is, and I mean, getting a level like 1000 dire wolf would be so sweet. I mean, that thing's just going to be crazy jacked. I don't even know what the stats would look like. And that's something I'm sure you guys are interested in too, to see what like the stats on one of these things would look like. So on our bird, it's level 238, so not huge by any means. It's about a quarter of the way there, so it's like having a level 30 RG on a regular server. So 2000 health, not bad. 3450 stamina. Again, never going to need to pump stamina on these animals. They're going to have so much stamina. I mean, after this thing tames out, it's going to have well over 3000 stamina. Practically never need to land. No one cares, no one cares. 550 weight, really nice. And 255 melee? That's actually surprising. That's really low. Hopefully, let's see, it's going to gain 118 levels. I'd like to see a lot of those go into melee. That'd be really nice. Melee, maybe a little bit of health, a little bit of weight. We'll see what happens. It's going. It's going to take a while on this raw meat. So I think I'm going to pause right here, guys, and we'll be back. Okay, guys, bringing you back, and our male Argentavis, level 238, is about to tame. Should be any second now. And so I think I found a theme that we're going to go with for our different RGs. Maybe we'll do this for our pterodons as well. I think at least just RGs. There we go. Look at that awesome dossier. That's cool. Alright, so for this, we're going to name this guy Budgie. I don't know if I spelled that right, but that's how you spell this name. The wonderful thing about names is you can spell them however you want. So that's how you spell Budgie's name. We're going to bring Budgie back to the base. We're actually very close to base. Now, are we faster than in our RG? No, it keeps up. So I haven't pumped speed at all yet on Boo Boo, but I was doing some, fighting, taking on some stuff, getting some prime meats, and ended up pumping health up to, let's see, almost 19,000. and you got 2000% melee. That's really nice. So, as you can see, we're right here at base. That was super easy and convenient, and we may end up taming this mammoth here as well, just because it's nice and convenient as well. But I think that's going to bring us to the end of the episode. Next episode, I think we'll saddle up Budgie here and see if we can't do some drop hunting and even get some Santa special drops. Test it out, and thanks for coming. We'll see you in the next one, guys. And as I'm recording this, I'm just noticing it's 12 a.m. on Christmas morning. So, Merry Christmas to those that celebrate it. If you don't, well, have a nice day.